everyone, and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Awards of 2023 here at Access the Animus. My name is Marco, and today I am joined by three people. As usual, I am joined by Sari here on the console, controlling everything happening in the background, but also I am joined by two wonderful men. Hello, James from Let's Talk Assassin's Creed, and hello, Sebastian from Memento Gallery. Welcome.
Hello there. Thank you for having us.
Good evening. Buonasera.
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 Oh my god, today is going to, we're gonna have a huge show for you guys tonight. Hello everyone. Hello Ekrake. Hello Six Keys. A huge thanks to Ekrake and Zark in the chat. They're going to be our mods for the giveaways that we're gonna have tonight, and to control that everything is happening properly in the chat. Today we're going to have a huge show because we're going to celebrate Assassin's Creed and its releases in 2023, and it's been like I wouldn't say a huge year for Assassin's Creed. Like it had a lot of releases, but it wasn't maybe a shocker as it was in 2022, but we had so many releases anyway. We had a lot of games that were released or tested. We had a lot of music that was released. We had comics, transmedia, novels, and we wanted to celebrate all of that with our own awards, and which better hosts than James and Sebastian to join us and to celebrate all of this. Are you guys ready for this? Are you pumped for all of this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not ready. I'm pumped.
Let's go.
What about you guys in the chat? Are you ready to know the winners of the various categories that we announced over the last few weeks? Because you might have seen on social media, we announced several categories over the last few days and weeks, and we gathered your nominations, and the most frequent of the nominee of your answers to our questions were deemed to be the nominees of the various categories that we're going to discuss tonight. And we are having 12 categories.
I was taking a picture, so I posed.
Okay, so let's get into this at the start. So in our rehearsal, in our test, Sebastian was very keen on saying, "Hey, you have to say categories and not categories," and I'm gonna say it so much. So anyway,
You learned very quickly, though.
yeah, I'm trying to, but
Can we take a minute to acknowledge the chat, though?
yeah, I wanted to actually. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Six Keys. Hey, Sherifo. Hey, Icarus.
Dust
Landmarks.
Morgan, Scholars. So many familiar
friends.
faces. Yeah. AC.
How are you all doing? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. We have some of our Insider and Initiates members as well. Hello, Elena. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Sherifo, Stead, Mr. Francesco. So many of you. And we have, like I mentioned, a huge show for you. We're going to go through, like I was saying, 12 categories that we asked you guys online to get the nominees for. And also we're going to have 2 additional categories. So those are going to be managed through live voting. So the standard categories are going to be, let me use technology here. We have best music track of Assassin. We're talking obviously only about 2023, so only releases of 2023. So best music track, we have best novel, best comic, best non-narrative transmedia. We have best collaboration with other brands, best collectible, best side character, best acting performance. I'm very much looking forward to that. Best shocking news of 2023. Most exciting announcement of 2023, most anticipated content for 2024, best narrative, And those are the 12, standard categories. And
I keep reading Six Keys commenting on how we're dressed, and thank you for noticing.
Thank you.
A lot of work went into that. James, he went out of the house to get the bow tie specifically for the occasion.
Damn
So
right.
thank you very much.
Damn right.
We really wanted to make this show, the most dapper as possible, So yeah. AC Landmarks saying Sebastian is dressed in Mirage colors. Is it Mirage colors or Unity colors? Because it's still red, white, and blue. You should answer that.
I tried to recreate my cockade, but I couldn't find my blue bow tie because I have a white shirt and I wanted to go with the the cockade.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find the bow tie, so yeah, I guess Mirage it is.
And also, so those were the 12 standard categories, but we're also going to host 2 sessions of live voting. Those are going to be for the best Transmedia Release, and that is going to be a competition between best novel, best comic, and best non-narrative Transmedia Release. And then we're also going to have the best Assassin's Creed content overall of 2023, and that is also going to be a competition between some of the winners of the standard categories, and that also is going to be a live voting. So we're going to tell you how this is going to work through the stream. And also, we are also hosting 3 giveaways. So we're going to have throughout the stream. So we're going to have a giveaway dedicated to Transmedia. Thanks to our friends at Aconite Books. So our first giveaway will be dedicated to those books, and we're gonna have 5 winners. For any winner, every winner will have access to any Assassin's Creed book released by Aconite Books in 2023. So you will be able to choose, and this is open worldwide. Then we're going to have a second giveaway for Assassin's Creed Mirage, the standard edition, for 2 lucky winners. That is restricted to EMEA and NCSA territories. So that is Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and also North, Central, and South America. So sorry if you're not in those territories, but we can only accommodate those. And also, we're going to have a third giveaway for 2 deluxe editions of Assassin's Creed Mirage towards the end of the stream. So again, for the EMEA and NCSA territories. So I think we have like a huge show ready for you guys, and I think I mentioned that so many times already. So what do you guys say? Is it time to get into the meat of it? Like, shall we get into the
let's go for it.
Okay.
We should do the first category.
Okay, should I? Okay, so
Let's see the winner.
come on, Sebastian. Anyway, so the first category is best music track. So look at the fancy graphic that Sari prepared. So
shout out to Sari for the incredible work on that.
Yeah, like we are having some pretty amazing graphics for these for all the categories, for all the nominations, and for all the winners. And also, I forgot to mention this. None of us knows the winners. Like, only Sari knows the winners. So we also do not know who the winner is for any of the categories. So it's going to be a live reaction by us as well. So let's start. So this is, like I mentioned, best music track of 2023. And like I mentioned, there were so many releases in terms of music. Like, this category contains not only the soundtrack for the games, of which we had 2. Like, we had the soundtrack for Assassin's Creed Mirage, the soundtrack for Assassin's Creed Nexus, which were amazing. We also were able to get to listen to some tracks for the closed beta testing of Assassin's Creed Jade. But this this track is also open to to all the other music tracks that were licensed and official connected to Assassin's Creed. So I think we can get into the nominees. Sebastian, would you do the honors?
For sure. We have the nominees for the best music track are "The Daughter of No One" by Brenton and Gelides and Emo from Assassin's Creed Mirage. Most of them are from Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Mirage, the main theme. Ezio's Family, Mirage's version.
Okay.
And Mirage by the One Republic.
Okay, so
Now you have it.
okay, now they are online. So sorry, we had an issue with that. So before announcing the winner, who do you guys think is the winner here? Or who are you rooting for?
I have hopes. My hope is that the winner is Daughter of No One because it's hands down my favorite track from the soundtrack, and not just this year, in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! And compared to the soundtrack of Assassin's Creed Nexus, which is very similar to Unity. So
Yeah, it's the soundtrack for Nexus is beautiful, but there isn't a specific track in that game that got me as much as Daughter of No One got me.
Okay. What about you, James? Do you have a favorite in here?
I do have a favorite, and I'm going to follow Sebastian here. Daughter of No One is fantastic. It's got Roshan's story. It's got some heavy kind of synths towards the end. It's brilliant piece of music. I was really surprised that the soundtrack didn't get a nod at the Game Awards because I think the whole soundtrack is excellent.
Yeah,
really excellent.
I also
so
agree.
there are some fantastic tunes across the whole soundtrack. Of the shortlist, I would very much support Daughter of No One.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I also agree. Amidst the shortlist here, I would go with Daughter of No One. I was a huge fan of the main theme of Assassin's Creed Nexus, honestly. But it wasn't like these were the nominees by the community, and so I think this covers what our community enjoys the most. So I think, Sebastian, I think you can announce the winner. Let's have a look.
Nice. I mean, the winner for the best music track is "Daughter of No One" by Brandon and Gelides.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so this is the graphics for the winners, because I had seen none of this, and it's super interesting because it was very hard fought. Like we are seeing, Daughter of No One got 29%.
It was tight.
Yeah, it was
Ezio's Family,
very
27%.
close. But even
Nice.
like with Mirage and the Mirage theme, they're very, very close. Do you guys in the chat agree with this?
Yeah, what are your thoughts? Let me read.
What was this robbed?
The majority seems happy. Clap, but nobody gave
I see.
love.
Black Knight is saying very well deserved. Assassin Bureau is saying nice.
Maybe
Big
one of you
agree.
can hum the tune. It says 6 keys.
What? Oh, maybe I don't think we can. I mean, we can hum the tune,
We could,
but
we will not.
who would do that?
What?
Hum the tune of the.
Yeah, great win. Well deserved. Yeah, spot
Okay,
on. Agree.
Spot
agree.
on. Everybody in the
Deserved it.
chat is very much agreeing. So,
There is a very short track here
There-
if you want.
no, I don't think we can. I don't think we can, sadly. So, best music track goes to Daughter of No One from the Assassin's Creed Mirage game soundtrack by Brendan and Gilides. So I think we can move on already, not to the next category, but actually to the first giveaway already, because we want these giveaways to run a little bit. So for a few, while we discuss the categories, you also can participate in the giveaways. So as I mentioned, giveaway number one is we can have 5 winners. Each can win one book of any of the books that were released by Aconite Books in 2023. So we have Daughter of No One. So we have
Golden City.
The Golden City. Thank you.
The Resurrection Plot.
The Resurrection Plot. Thank you, Sari.
Nice. Can I participate? I'm kidding.
So obviously, mods and hosts cannot participate. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and in order to be eligible, you have to answer. So that's very easy, and the answer is a single word, and that word is the key word to get you to be eligible. Okay, so this is very easy. And in a few minutes, then we're gonna announce the winners, the 5 winners. Okay, so
Before you read it out, Marco, let's just confirm. Mods, are you ready?
yeah, thank
Because
you.
I believe this
You're
will
more
be,
used to this.
This will be
James.
automated, kind
So
of.
yes,
So-
this is planned to be automated through Nightbot.
Yes. yes.
But let's see
So-
if our mods are ready. That
Are
is
our
true.
mods ready? Let us know in the chat.
Okay,
Right.
I'm not seeing a Craig.
I'm there to check.
Okay, Ikrake says he is there to check.
Oh, they okay.
Alright.
They are checking. Okay. Okay. Is it based of who answers first? No. It's not a matter of whether you answer first or not. Basically, all the correct answers are going to be put in a pool, and then the bot is going to draw randomly the 5 winners.
Zark is ready to pose the question.
Can I
Okay.
answer? Can I ask the question?
No, there.
I am ready to. Okay, so I'm gonna read the question, and I think Zark is also going to post the question in the chat, and then you guys can answer with the single word that is the answer. It is case insensitive, so no problem about that. And no, Sir McDonald Gaming Assassin's Creed Fragments is not part of the books by Aconite. So, the question to win a book released by Aconite in 2023 for Assassin's Creed is: who is the protagonist of the Daughter of No One novel? You can answer in the chat, I think up until we release the winner, so you don't have to answer necessarily now. There we go. We see some answers. I wonder if those are correct or not, because they all look the same. So, so thank you, Zark, for pinning the question.
I've been this one.
Thank you, Sari, for pinning the question. All right, so I think we can, through this giveaway that is about Transmedia, I think we can get into the Transmedia categories of the awards. So the next category is the best Assassin's Creed novel of 2023. And I think this is interesting because as far as I know, as far as I remember, there have been at least 5 novels that have been released this year in English. So some of them, well, 4 of them have been nominated. But I think it's interesting to reflect on the fact that 5 books, 6 books, it's pretty intense, I think, on the community, considering there's so many releases for Assassin's Creed. Would you guys think that this is too much? Is this a proper quantity of books? Do you enjoy reading the novels, the Assassin's Creed novels?
I think it's been a great year. I've enjoyed reading. I haven't read all of the releases that have come out this year, but I think I've read 3 or 4 of them, and honestly, they've all been good or excellent. They've either expanded on some of the side characters that we know very little about, or they filled in some interesting gaps in character stories, or they've told prequel stories like we've just discussed with the question we have open at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's been a fantastic year, and for me, I've had as much fun from reading the Assassin's Creed stories in print as playing some of them on the screen. You know.
Yeah, it was the same for me. Like I did enjoy more in the form of audiobooks because I don't have enough time to read books at this point. But I think you can find some gems also by checking the books in the audiobook format. There are, you know, the reader of audiobooks. I never thought like this is like that is super intense. Like sometimes the same reader can make different voices for all the characters, and it's super interesting. I never got into, you know, audiobooks up until a few years ago, and it still surprises me. Sebastian, I don't think you are a huge consumer of novels.
Since I didn't read many of those books, I'm reading the comments.
Oh,
It says
that's
it's
a nice
good that they
segue.
take the opportunity to go into the stories that won't become games. I have read Daughter of No One, and it's such a great book. That one, I will be reading that one. And as far as it goes about the question you asked, there can be as many products as you want, as long as they're quality products. And as far as I heard, they're pretty good. So
I do agree.
I don't think there are too many.
I do agree. Yeah. I mean, it depends really on what kind of fan you are. Like if you enjoy this kind of releases, yeah, I do agree. Especially because they are set in so many different settings, you know, different time periods, and
They are the best way ever since they started, because up until some point, the novels, the Assassin's Creed novels, were just the novelization of the games. It was just a game, but in the version of a book. But then they started making other point of view, other perspectives, and other stories, whether it was a prequel or a sequel of certain characters, and I prefer that format much more. So
yeah,
because you get to expand on the stories that you liked. For example, I loved Unity, and I loved getting to see the story of Unity from Elise's perspective, which I didn't get from the game.
Yeah, I agree.
And I cannot wait to get that from.
You were so ready with that. How? Oh, okay.
Just in case.
It's just me.
Just in case.
And I cannot wait to get to do the same with Rashan.
Because you would say that Roshan is a main character of a book. Because
Is she not?
maybe we can't say because
Isn't the book called The Daughter of No One? Is this about the No One?
yeah, but this is also the object of oh. This is
Anyway, moving on with the next category.
anyway. Moving on to the nominees. James.
Thank you, Marco. Hello, everyone. The nominees for the best Assassin's Creed novel of this year are Assassin's Creed The Golden City by J. Lee Johnson, Assassin's Creed The Resurrection Plot by Kate Hartfield, Assassin's Creed Fragments The Highlands Children by Alain Puisseguier, which I may have messed up the pronunciation for.
That's
but we'll
very
go with
good
it.
actually.
And Assassin's Creed Mirage Daughter of No One by Maria Lewis.
Those are some pretty interesting books actually. Like all of them were very on point in their setting. I have my favorite in there. Well, I think we can discuss our favorite after, or not. Would you guys who do you think is going to win here?
It's a really I don't know the winner. We haven't seen the winners yet. Only Sari knows. My money would split between The Resurrection Plot and Daughter of No One.
Okay.
I haven't read Fragments yet. I've got those on my sort of wish list. Golden City was good. I'm a big fan of the stories of Simeon and Pierrette that have been told by Kate Hartford. I think that the first book in that series was some of the best kind of Creed stuff we've had in a long time in terms of why do people join the Brotherhood? What do they fight for? How do they wrestle with their conscience? There's great Templar stuff in there. So Resurrection Plot was a great follow-up, and Daughter of No One was an excellent story. Really good. So my money would be between those two, but I wouldn't want to actually put any real money on it because I'm not sure which way it would go. What about you, Sebastian?
I just a whale appeared on the stream on my end, and I realized it's just an ad. What was the question? I hope again. I hope the winner is Daughter of No One.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no knowledge of the others.
That's interesting.
So-
Like,
And apparently, I have no knowledge of the one either. So.
no. It's because that's part of the current giveaway. That's why we were being sneaky.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, like in my case, I think probably the Resurrection Plot is going to win. Even though my favorite is, quite surprisingly, the Highlands Children. I didn't expect at all to enjoy that book that much. It has a lot of interesting stuff about assassins, Templars, Isu stuff as well, and it's set in Scotland. It also ties a little bit with the Ireland DLC of Valhalla, so it's kind of interesting.
Do you think that novel perhaps lacked some marketing?
Yeah, very
Because
much so.
I didn't know it existed until maybe a month ago when I saw someone else was reading it.
Yeah, I think the Fragments novel didn't get almost any marketing at all, especially the English release. The French release did get some marketing, but only in the French accounts and stuff like that. And only, I think the first book got a little bit of attention that is set in Japan. The second one, I think nobody talked about, both in England and France, not so much at least. I think they deserve a little bit, at least the one set in Scotland. The one set in Japan I didn't really enjoy, but yeah. Anyway,
I think
Understood.
you'll be very surprised.
So, shall we announce the
We'll
winner?
be very surprised.
Sari is saying we will be very
Get
surprised.
ready.
Yeah.
And the winner is The Golden
Stop.
City by J. Lee Johnson.
Plot twist! Really?
Yep.
Really?
Fantastic.
Oh my god, okay.
From a good distance, I mean.
Like
Wow.
38.9% of
38%
votes
yeah,
on the Golden
yeah.
City. AO is saying Servalan's Flowers. Interesting is Zark is saying Sheriff also. So we have
It's
our
even almost 40%.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge. I think this is like the first shocker of the show.
Absolutely. But, people love Hytham,
Yeah,
They
people
loved him
Hytham
in
a lot.
Valhalla. We needed more Hytham, and J. Lee Johnson delivered it. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. That is it is a story where like we see assassins and Templars in there as well. Like we see the very early Basim showing its very early instincts of keeping secrets and behaving like Loki in a way. So it's yeah. I didn't expect it at all. I thought Resurrection Plot would have a landslide victory.
Me too. But, this is great. Well done, J. Lee Johnson. Great
Good
book,
job.
great
Good
story.
job,
Yeah.
J.D. Johnson. Wow.
Yeah.
So congratulations, and I think we can move on to the next category, which is best comic book. So we keep to the Transmedia, and this year I think we had a little bit less in terms of comics than we had in the last few years. Being a completionist, I think I welcomed it in a way. I don't think there were more than 4 releases in terms of licensed products. Do you guys enjoy the comics like as an expansion of the story, and how much the visuals of the comic are important to you compared to the story?
I do. I tend to get them. Not as soon as they release, but I tend to get them. I love the comics of AC more than I love the books.
And do you because of the visuals, or because of the story, or because they expand on stuff?
It's not too long.
Okay.
It expands, and I love to be looking at a pretty drawing. I'll admit it.
Okay. And what is your favorite comic of all time in AC?
My favorite one has to be the very first series that they made with was it with David Cross? Nikolai, yes.
Yeah, The Fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Fall was amazing. Like the
My cat peed on it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's a plot twist.
I had to throw it away. I don't have it anymore.
Ooh, okay. We know what is your next, our next birthday present for you. What about you, James?
I'm going to take the opposite position to Sebastian, which is I've never been a comic reader.
Okay.
When I was a child, when I was a teenager, or anything. So I have the Origins comics that tell Amunet's later story,
Okay.
but it's not really a media that works for me. Having said that, there was a Humble Bundle a few months
Oh,
ago where you
yes.
could buy a huge number of the comics digital, which I know is not the same, but I have bought them, and it is one of my goals in 24 to go and read all of those. There's still a few novels I need to
Okay.
read, so I do want to fill in as many of the gaps in the transmedia media as possible. So ask me again next December, and we'll
Okay.
see how it
But
goes.
I will do. I absolutely will do when we do the awards again. Absolutely.
All right. All right.
All right. So, let's have a look at the nominees for the best Assassin's Creed comic book of 2023. And we do have Assassin's Creed Dynasty, Assassin's Creed Dynasty, the manhwa, released in China first, Assassin's Creed Forgotten Temple, the webtoon released in Korea and in a few countries as well. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Hidden Codex, which was released in France first. And then Assassin's Creed Visionaries, which is the non-canon but officially licensed comic. I think this is very diversified in terms of products, because Dynasty is a manhwa. It has a very specific style. I was a huge fan of Dynasty at the time. And it's still in the category because it released a final book in this, a final comic book, a final volume in this year. And then Forgotten Temple is the recently announced webtoon, the type of comic that is designed to be read on smartphone or tablet. Have you tried and read some of the chapters of this?
I read the free first chapter, I think it was.
Okay.
And again, this is just me. The format didn't work for me. So yeah, I didn't purchase any of the extra chapters.
Sebastian, have you tried it?
Nope. I was waiting for copies of Dynasty because publisher actually contacted me asking me if I
Really?
wanted. Yeah, and
And
I gave them my address, and then they just
it didn't happen.
yeah, never heard back from them.
Oh, shit.
But hands down, I'm definitely like Visionaries. I'm cheering for Visionaries. I
Are
don't
you?
care about the others.
Really?
There's Arno in the cover, so yeah, Visionaries.
Okay. That
Before
makes
you
sense.
announce the winner, Marco,
Yep.
what is it about Visionaries that makes it
Can we go back to
non-canon? And
the-
is it still worth buying and reading if you like the comics? What do you think?
Okay, so Visionaries is a non-canon kind of comic. It's officially licensed, so they can create all the characters from the series. They can, of course, discuss, have characters belonging to the Assassins, the Templars, the Isu, etc. I believe, though I'm not super sure, that the stories of the comics are not going to be about the main characters that we know from the main games. Or at least the first issue was not about characters that we know of. They are non-canon stories set in whatever setting that the artists and writers wanted to have their story. So it's, carte blanche. Like you have a blank paper, you can tell any kind of story, and you can draw it any way you like, while keeping the classic visuals of Assassin's Creed. I think that if you are into comics and if you are into Assassin's Creed in general, it does say it is marketed as a non-canon comic. They're not obviously pushing on that because obviously, but at the same time, if you go in, reading, knowing that it's a non-canon story, you can go open mind without thinking of continuity issues and stuff, and you can see the artists and the writers going crazy. Like they are not contained by the by the limitations, quote unquote limitations of the franchise, so they can tell any kind of story. And case in point, the first issue of Visionaries has a story set in the future. So I think it's 2042 and then 2111 or something like that. We had a review about that as well. If that is your jam, I think it's fine.
Think of it as like a Marvel What If.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, gotcha.
It is. It is. I wonder in the chat if you guys are interested in this kind of story, like in what if kind of stories, knowing that it's not canon. Or if you're more into, stories like comics that are very much part of the canon, and you want to know more about what happened in different time periods, or what happened to the characters that we know of, and that are not as additions to their stories. I see Elena saying, I read so many fan fictions on what ifs. I wish AC would get its canon straight before dabbling in non-canon. This is 6 keys. I didn't expect anything less from 6 keys. Give me canon or give me death, says Servalence Flowers. Okay, I think we have a consensus in the chat. What if I would be interested? That was a good one. And the one nominee that we didn't talk about is Hidden Codex, which is tied to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but released 3 years afterwards. So I didn't expect it to make a huge success. I don't think it did in France where it released. It's interesting in a way because it has ties to Eivor and the settlement. There are some inconsistencies in there as well. This is also where in the original release of this comic book, the artist wrote in the Isu language something like I don't remember the exact words, but it was.
Can someone help me with this?
If someone can help me with this, I would be grateful. Something like that. It was a huge issue. I mean, it was a huge moment with the community at the time. But anyway, I think we can go and have a look at the winner. So the winner for best comic book of 2023 is Assassin's Creed Dynasty Volume 5 and 6. We have a trailer. Oh my god, this looks amazing.
Nice.
That does look cool.
But look at that. It was
between the top two.
That was super close with the Hidden Codex. I wasn't so shocked by the Hidden Codex when I read it, but I guess a lot of you guys enjoyed it, and I'm happy about that. But Dynasty came on top anyway.
Shout out to the publisher for not sending me this.
You're not letting it go, are you?
No. I even contacted. I was like, "You guys remember about this?" And they just left me on red.
Oof.
Oh
my
god!
god!
You guys are the one. Like, you guys reached out to me. I didn't even want anything from you, but.
It's super interesting because I think that Dynasty left a mark, because Dynasty was already one of the nominees last year in 2022. Sorry?
It won even last year.
Yeah, it won last year as well. So I do think it left a mark on fans, and I think it's not only because of the story and because you learn more about China. But I think it's a lot of it is because of the visuals, because the art style of this comic is incredible. Like the visuals of some of the panels are incredible, at least in my opinion. And I see that in the chat, some are saying well deserved, some are saying F. Ooh.
I think the F's are for Sebastian not getting.
Oh, it's for Sebastian. Okay,
his
okay.
free comic.
All right,
Marco, tell us a bit about this series. Then, is it a new character? Is it an expansion of existing characters? What time period is it set in?
Okay, so if I recall correctly, I hope I'm not mistaken. I think this is in the 8th century AD in China, and we have our main character that we are seeing on screen is called Li E or Li E. I'm not sure the actual pronunciation in Chinese. And basically, without spoiling too much, he's a last assassin or a last remaining hidden one in China. And there is, this is very much rooted in history. Like at the time, there was a rebellion against the emperor by one of the emperor's general called An Lushan. And he organized this huge rebellion with, with all the soldiers marching on the capital. And there are several events of this rebellion that are portrayed in the manga, in the manhwa, and they are very detailed in that there are a lot of historical events like armies that are caught off guard at specific passes. There's descriptions of the maps and how the armies were moving, and at the same time we're seeing this main character, our hidden one, who is is portrayed properly like a Chinese assassin. He has the visuals. He has he's always walking with a peony. This stark comparison between him having a flower, because the manhwa starts with a festival of the flowers, and then delivering death. Right? What happened? Is it everything's fine? Okay. So it is super interesting, and towards the end there's also like in video games, like he gets in a specific hideout and he finds an upgrade for his armor and his weapons as well. And one of those weapons is, if I recall correctly, is the spear of Wei Yu, one of the long-time assassins from the Monterey Sanctuary. So there are some ties also with the extended lore.
Nice. And there's a little crossover or Easter egg between the story of Daughter of No One and those comics as well.
Yes.
If anyone is reading both of them, you'll look out for that.
Absolutely. I was so surprised to hear about that. There is a very nice crossover in there. So, I think we can have our final transmedia related standard category, and it is about the non-narrative transmedia releases, because in Assassin's Creed the transmedia obviously are not only about story and lore, but they are also, we have a lot of additional books, we have art books, we have we have podcasts. There's a lot of transmedia releases, which means releases that are not games. They are still connected to Assassin's Creed, and I think, Sebastian, would you like to tell us who the nominees are for best non-narrative transmedia?
You're on mute, Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Here we are.
There we go.
Yes, back at us. The best non-narrative transmedia release nominees are The Making of Assassin's Creed 15th Anniversary by Dark Horse, Discovery Book Mirage, Au Coeur de Baghdad. I'm not French, sorry for the butchering of it. Podcasts, Baghdad Sound Walks, Figures of Baghdad, Echoes of History. In the World of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Journey to the North, Logs and Files of a Hidden One.
Such amazing pronunciation. I love that, actually.
Thank you.
So, like, these are, I think, some of the biggest releases in terms of, transmedia. There are not collectibles, obviously. So, like, still books or, any kind of releases that are not games. And we are having, these are also diversified, right? Because, like, we are having podcasts. And I think the podcast this year, they were pushed on the main accounts as well, a little bit, even recently. there was still the release of the making of Assassin's Creed with the AC-15 book. This is an art book with a lot of insider information. And then there's this Assassin's Creed Au Cœur de Baghdad, which is basically a discovery tour book version of Mirage, and the Journey to the North book, which it's interesting because we had a lot of trouble in placing this book because it's a historically based kind of book, but it's told in the perspective of Hytham. So it is lore, but it's not a novel. It basically tells, about historical events or like the Vikings traditions that Hytham is finding out about while being at the settlement, which is pretty interesting. So, guys, is there would you be interested in consuming any of these releases, or have you tried the podcast or these books?
I'm not a huge podcast fan, so
Okay.
no for the podcast. But I am looking forward to the making of Assassin's Creed, which I'm waiting because a friend gifted it to me, but it's
Ooh.
still not in my hands. And Assassin's Creed Au Cœur de Baghdad, which I will get my hands on.
So you're basically waiting for a lot of stuff that people are supposed to send you.
No, that one I have to get it myself. But yeah,
Okay.
just the making of Assassin's Creed. And I'm personally cheering for that one.
So for the making of Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
Okay.
Also the chat.
Also the chat is cheering. Sharifo is saying definitely the making of AC, Dark Horse Edition. So many books on Hytham's point of view. Where is the Hytham game? A lot of people are saying the making of AC. What about you, James?
Now, for my eternal shame, I haven't listened to this podcast. I own the AC-15 book, and it's still in its shrink wrap from when I bought it a couple of months ago.
Same.
And the other
Sadly.
two I have not read. I haven't ordered them. I have fallen behind on the non-fiction transmedia. I have to say, the Journey to the North to me is the most interesting. So, what is Hytham's in-universe observations of his world and the people, and that sounds really interesting to me. I would like to eventually own all of them, but I'm running out of bookshelf space. I need more space here in the office. So,
Man, I agree. I fully agree with that. Like I haven't been able to keep up with the non-fiction releases. I have listened to a few episodes of Baghdad Southwalks before the release of Mirage, which were pretty interesting actually. Like they give you a little bit more of the historical context in a very easy way while you were preparing for Mirage, or you can get more information after playing the game as well. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, at the same time, the one I want to dig in the most is the one about Hytham, because it's more, it still has the tiny little feeling of being part of the canon of the story, and it still allows you to learn a little bit more about history, about the Vikings, etc. So I look forward to reading it when I get the chance. Six Keys is saying game would just be a walking simulator inside his little hut in Ravensthorpe. We're talking about Hytham.
Yes.
And Servalance is saying that's just cruel. Man, I've just checked the bookstore and they have reduced price on Journey to the North. Maybe it's the proper occasion, Elena. Who knows?
It's Christmas.
Christmas. Or sort of like post-Christmas. So, Sebastian.
Yeah, can we get to it? I really want to know.
Yeah. So.
The winner is the making of Assassin's Creed 15th anniversary from Dark Horse.
Man, 47%.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's big.
yeah,
That's pretty
fantastic.
huge.
Well done.
Well done to the team that worked on this. If I recall correctly, it was mentioned. I might be mistaken, but a lot of former Ubisoft employees were reached out for this book as well. There was also a non-licensed Assassin's Creed book that was released this year, but we didn't put it in here because it wasn't official. And it also had a lot of comments by devs But this one is, of course, it's official. It's about the making of Assassin's Creed. So it's very and the obviously the hardcover edition that we're seeing on the picture it looks amazing. So well done to the making of Assassin's Creed. And before we wrap up the giveaway, are we announcing the after
we
wrapping?
have one more category, Marco.
Yeah, we have one more category to announce.
It's wonderful.
Okay, so Sari is commanding to not follow the plan. So
Right,
Sari is.
me
Sorry,
see the
she's getting the technology.
Yeah.
What
Are
could
we-
possibly go wrong?
You finish the giveaway first.
So the boss is commanding to wrapping up the giveaway. So I think we can wrap up the giveaway for the 5 Assassin's Creed books released in 2023 by Aconite Books. I'll ask confirmation to the mods in the chat if we can close the giveaway, and then there we go. Nightbot is already drawing. So Steep
Congrats.
Congratulations.
is the first winner. Okay, congratulations. I think Sari, you can.
Write it down.
You should. Yeah, we can write it down, but also while Nightbot is going to draw more winners, I think. We can write in the chat the email that you can write to us to get your code. Okay, so congratulations, Stifu. In the meantime, you won any kind of Assassin's Creed related book released by Aconite Books in 2023. So
SBM.
SBM won. SBM is one of our aficionados, especially of giveaways. So congratulations, SBM! You won another book by another Assassin's Creed related book by Aconite Books, released in 2023. No, the email wrote by Sari is not the actual name. The actual email.
Oh, misses an S.
Also, didn't we have contest, etc.?
No.
Wait, we can use that. Okay, that's fine. So, typo in the email. Thank you guys for mentioning that in the chat. I very much missed that. General Clanker has won another giveaway. You guys are so lucky. SBM and also General Clanker are already winners of some of our giveaways in the past. So congratulations, you are winning. We're talking about digital codes, so these are not physical releases, which allowed us to make the giveaway available worldwide. So we are at 3 winners, I think.
4 and
Oh, okay. So Sir McDonald Gaming has won the giveaway, and the final winner. Oh, that was Sir McDonald giveaway. Who did I miss?
This one's.
There's another one
missed
further up in the chat,
Axel
Marco.
Schultz.
That's it. That's
Yes.
it. Axel Slade.
Oh, Axel Slade. Okay, sorry. Congratulations to all of you guys. Please write to us at the email that we wrote in the chat, so we can confirm and give you and organize how to send you the codes for the book. So you can write to us, select the book that you are interested in, and we are going to send you the code for that. So congratulations to all of you, but this is not the last giveaway that we're having today. Actually, the Mirage ones are coming up. And actually, one is starting right now. So if we are ready for the mods, as soon as we close a giveaway, we start another one. So it should be time to start giveaway number 2. And this is for 2 winners for 2 copies of the standard edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage. This time the limitation is that you need to be from the EMEA or NCSA territories. This means Europe, Middle East and Africa, or North, Central or South America. So please Try and participate only if you are from these territories. And it's going to be the same as the other giveaway. So I'm going to ask you a question. The answer is a single word, and you don't need, it's case insensitive. So as soon as the mods can confirm that we can start with the chat, I can. Well, then let's have a look at the question. So the question to win a code for the standard edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage is: where are the hidden ones building their fortress in Assassin's Creed Mirage? This should be easy. You need to write only the answer, the single word, nothing more, and that qualifies you. I am seeing the first answers. So, if you are competing for a standard edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage, we have 2 up for grabs for the EMEA and NCSA territories. You can answer now or you can answer later. There's no priority in terms of time of answering. Servalance Flowers is saying Minnesota. That might be very potentially.
She's close. He's
Sorry?
close.
Yeah, it's close.
He's close.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Ikrake is saying Paris.
Yeah, close.
Close. Yeah. Ohio. Yeah, exactly. So,
I'll just say, looking back through the chat, Dusk Morgan, you've put a 2-word answer. We're looking for a 1-word answer. So
right.
Just type your answer again, so you make sure that the bot picks it up and you go into the draw. Okay.
I missed that. Yeah.
I don't know if the bot will pick out the word from a sentence, or does it just need a 1-word answer? So just repeat that again.
Okay.
No
you can
worries,
also answer now,
no
and up until we close the giveaway, you can still answer. So maybe we're gonna mention that again. So
Mr. Auditore, I'm sorry. Yes, if you wrote that answer like that, it probably wasn't counted. Sorry, it just needs to be the 1-word answer.
Exactly. Be very careful about that. Single word, no misspellings. Otherwise. But anyway, like Mr. Editor said, good luck, everyone. And we move on by wrapping up the Transmedia area. Because after announcing the winners, as you can, look at that graphs. After announcing the winners of the best novel, best comic book, and best non-narrative Transmedia, now we have to define the best Transmedia release of 2023. So this is one of the 2 live voting sessions. So we are going to announce on our Discord server and also on Twitter, I think on Facebook as well. No, Sari is saying Facebook. No, that's for... So on Twitter or X and on our Discord server and on our YouTube channel, we're gonna host a poll. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, never seen that before. Fantastic.
I didn't know we could see it live. In the chat, you could see the votes for the best Transmedia release of 2023. Again, this is going to last for 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to move on to the next categories, and then we're going to wrap it up after a few categories that we're going to discuss. Again, as Zark is saying, please use 1-word answers for the giveaway questions. And yes, Sir McDonald Gaming, we're having live voting as well. So you can vote here because we're having the our poll here, but we're also asking our Twitter following, and we're also asking on our Discord server. Elon Musk is quaking in his spot because I'm saying Twitter. Yeah, well, I'm not going to change that anyway. So, moving on, I think we can move on to some additional... Can we, Sari?
Sorry?
I think we can move on to the next category, which is best collaboration with other brands. We did have the best collab category last year. We wanted to double down this year. And I think this year we have seen a little fewer collaborations with other brands. What do you guys think? Like, do you have the feel that we have seen multiple collaborations as it happened in the past? Like, you know, like with the Final Fantasy one, the Destiny 2 one, like there were bigger collaborations in the past, even though there is a huge one this year.
Yeah, no in-game collaborate. Was the Fortnite collaboration was last year as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Bringing
was last year.
Ezio
Yeah,
and Eivor into the game. So even that was last year. So yeah, for in-game content, it has been a quiet year.
Yeah, it was very quiet.
It's not a part of the franchise I follow that closely. I'll be honest with you, Marco.
Yeah, same. I do follow it a little bit more because we cover it sometimes in the news, but it's not, you know, always, you know, the one thing you're looking for. And still, when I did try to look for the potential collaborations that happened this year, I didn't find as many. Like, Sebastian, have you seen on your, you know, normal doom scrolling, have you seen any collaborations this year with AC with other brands? You're muted again, I think. Are you not muted?
He has activity on his line, but I can't hear him.
Oh,
But
my
I can hear
stupid
you.
thing was
Okay, very well. Okay.
Embarrassing. No, I didn't notice. Maybe they were too busy writing books. I don't know. There were a lot of books.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I think that we can get into the nominations for the best collab.
The nominations for best collaboration with other brands are One Republic song, Mirage, Summoner's War, Trackmania, and Captain Laserhawk.
By the way, Captain Laserhawk, like this was this animated show by Adi Shankar, who was meant to have like the animated series about Assassin's Creed that has never released. He did Castlevania, which was a huge success at the time. Have you guys watched any of that? This is like a collaboration not only with Assassin's Creed, but like with many Ubisoft brands.
I have not.
Wait.
Go on, Sebastian.
What happened?
How did those cute-ass cats didn't make the cut?
Because they are a collectible. They're not a collaboration. They're coming up. They're coming up.
Okay, go on.
They will come up. They will be. Yeah, there will be a mention about the cats later. I know. A lot of people are looking forward to them, me included.
And in the chat as well, there's a few people already looking for those cats. Do not worry, everyone. The cats will have their moment of glory. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming up later. Yeah, I'll just say on the Captain Laserhawk thing, I know it was a big announcement, a big collaboration. I watched a few minutes, and again, this is just me. It's not my format. I didn't understand why the assassin would be a turtle or a frog or whatever it is. Why not just draw a human and have a human? I don't know. It's not me, but that's me.
I'm with you.
You know.
Yeah, same. I didn't get the concept of the show from the trailers or the marketing, so I didn't leave it immediately. I didn't even try it, and I know I should. I mean, I'm thinking of another collaboration, very different. Another show that Ubisoft had their hands in, Mythic Quest.
Now that's an excellent series.
That is an excellent show, and when I saw the trailer, that got me so much into it. And this time, it didn't it didn't do the job. Like the Captain Laserhawk didn't do. Really, didn't.
I'd love
really
to hear if people are in the chat. If you watched Captain Laserhawk, if you enjoyed it, you should let us know in the chat.
Yeah, let us know.
What was good about it. What hooked you.
Yeah.
Good storytelling, good art style. Yeah, let us know because as Marco and I said, it didn't quite work for us.
As for the other collaborations, can you bring them back, the collaboration?
Yeah,
I think that, well, the one with One Republic, it was advertised everywhere, obviously, because like this was something that carried on Mirage even outside of the video game sphere this year. You can see because One Republic is such a huge name, it ended up on any kind, in TV shows of any kind. Like I didn't expect to see it on national television, and instead it's a One Republic song, so that was everywhere. While the Summoners War, I did see the trailer at the time, but I didn't know what this game. I think it's a mobile game, and I'm not into that. And Trackmania also, it's a self collaboration because it's another brand by Ubisoft, but they did have like this track set in the world of Mirage or something like that. But again, these collaborations, I always I'm on the fence. I'm not when they are in the game, I do enjoy them a little bit, but I'm not so sure. Do you guys in the chat, do you enjoy this kind of collaborations with other brands, or do you prefer to stick to the brand itself?
Shh.
We don't say that.
Oh, we've got
Sir
a Trackmania
McDonald Gaming
trailer
is
as well.
saying One Republic Mirage was a complete miss for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's a trailer for Trackmania in the world of Mirage. Okay. I don't know.
If you like racing games, I'd imagine racing through the city would be quite cool.
Yeah, I guess it can be fun. If you are a fan of Trackmania, which is already a game where like it's not a sim kind of driving experience. It's more fun and wacky. I think this is perfect for Trackmania. Well, this is the trailer for
Summoner's
I'm
Summoner's
seeing
Word.
this thing for the first time ever right
Me
now.
too.
What is it?
Me too.
This is a mobile game. Well,
Never heard of it. Never seen it before.
I mean the portrayal.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. The game is not like that,
This
obviously.
is the remake
No,
AC1
no.
deserves.
Yeah.
You get the remake, but it's cartoon style. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's also Eivor. Okay.
Ugh.
I didn't know that. Anyway,
Yes. Shall we announce
Shall we?
the winner
Yes.
of this category?
yeah, let's have a look at the winner. So,
And the winner is Mirage by One Republic, featuring Michal Tamer. Very nice.
Oh,
Well,
wow,
with
that-
an overwhelming vote as well. Fantastic.
wow.
Bravo.
Yeah, that's a landslide. That's the one I was expecting.
Right. Right. It won. Whatever.
Congrats, yeah, to One Republic, Michal Tamer, and all the people that work on the song and on the video, which was everywhere, like I said. So obviously, I didn't expect anybody else to win in here. So I think because Sebastian asked so much about cats, let's have a look at the best collectible. So the next category is best collectible of 2023. So there have been
Category.
did I say category or category?
Oh, no, there was a joke about cats. Go ahead.
Oh man, I'm so slow. That was nice. Haha. So there have been quite a number of collectibles this year as well. I think there were more with Valhalla at the time, and I am not able to keep up with all of them. But thankfully, we got you guys to suggest the nominations. So this way, we could have a better idea of what you guys enjoyed in terms of collectibles this year. Okay. So, okay then. Okay. I received the communication. We're going to discuss that later. So, in terms of collectibles, the nominations for best collectible in 2023 are the Assassin's Creed Mirage Collector's Case, the Assassin's Creed Animus Cassandra statue by Pure Arts, the RIP Altair diorama, again by Pure Arts, and the Assassin's Cats. Specifically the Chinese version, because these were released in 2023, while the Western version is going to release in 2024, but they are very much the same. We are having a lot of premium stuff apart from the cats, maybe. The collector's case had a lot of items, honestly. It had so much stuff. It had the brooch. The brooch is the item I love the most. And I think, Sebastian, you also enjoyed the brooch so much. You used it in a lot of pictures.
I love it, and I wear it all the time.
Ah, yeah. Then, what do you...
Just go.
I can't... Okay, so, let me see. Okay, so the Cassandra statue is... look at that. This is an Odyssey statue, but it was released at the beginning of this year, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of the premium statues, one of the very expensive ones. But they almost always go sold out. So I think they have their own, their public, their own market. And I mean, if you can afford it, I think, this is a really good statue. In general, the statues by Pure Arts are very, very good, especially the next one. So in a moment, I think we're gonna move on to the RIP diorama, and yeah, we managed to get a trailer for this, and I think this is one of the best statues by Pure Arts. I don't know.
I don't think those cats are winning against any of these.
I don't know. Cats, they do hit your heart more than some of the statues.
Oh, look at your figurine there, Sebastian. That's gorgeous. You've got it there on your desk. We'll change the camera in a minute so that people on the stream can see. We'll let the trailer run. Yeah, this is amazing. I haven't seen this trailer before, Marco.
Oh yeah. This is recently. Pure Arts has started to release trailers of their statues when they announce them, when they make them available, and they can market their statues. And this is one of the most famous moments of the entirety of the franchise. So I'm not really surprised that this is happening. Yeah. And finally,
Sharifo in the chat has put his top 4. So let's hear from others. What are your grades there for the different options?
So
your rankings in the chat.
RIP Altair, then AC Mirage Collector's Edition, Cassandra, and then the cats. Let us know in the chat. What is your ranking? Yes. And then we have the cats. Let's have a look at the amazing cats.
Look at the little Arno cat.
Do we have another one?
It's so cute. Little
Cassandra. Oh, there we go. Okay. I forgot about that. So, yes. I love these so much. I don't know.
Elena says, in first position, cats. In second position, cats. In third position, cats. And in fourth position, cats. I think that we know where Elena is putting her vote.
Parker Elizabeth is also saying, okay, the cats are cute. Lauren also. Six Keys is saying RIP Altair, then the cats, then Mirage Collector's Edition, then Cassandra. The Rad Brad number 2 is also saying cats. The whole cat
Shut up, Sharifo.
is not different from that frog. No, I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Get out of here.
Maybe because I love these collectibles so much.
I've just realised the one you've got on the bottom right picture there, that's in the black and gold AC-15. Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's. I think that was because the Chinese version of these cats was released like in single boxes, and one in I don't know how many had the premium Ezio, the black and gold Ezio cat. So it was like some rare find that you could get.
Understood.
and it's in the Kickstarter that was announced recently. It is some like a prize for early birds and something like that. So it still has that degree of exclusivity. So why don't we go into the winner?
3 to 1.
Yes, 3 to 1. So the winner is the RAP Altair 1:6 scale diorama by Pure Arts. So
cool.
and
Surprising.
huge win. I thought the cats would rank higher. But that's
I'll say in the next category, the most shocking news, I would put this one.
Oh man. Okay, so before we move on, I just wanted to remind you guys, if you have joined us recently, we are still having our giveaway for the Assassin's Creed Mirage Standard Editions with the question, where are the hidden ones building their fortress in Assassin's Creed Mirage? You can answer with a single word. That is the answer, and you will be eligible to win one of the codes. And also, we are still hosting our live voting for best Transmedia Release of 2023 here in the chat, but also on Twitter. This was the huge communication. Sari and our mods, or Sari announced that only the votes on YouTube will count because we're not able to mix them. So the votes here on YouTube will define which is the best Transmedia content of 2023 and also the best overall Assassin's Creed content of 2023. So I think we can move on to the next category. And the next two are about characters and actors. So the next one is best side character of 2023. Now, side character is the side characters here. They apply to all kind of stories in Assassin's Creed. It's not only about the games. It's not only about the books and comics. Careful. There's a Basim statue that appeared on your screen, Sebastian.
Oh, because initially I was cheering for the collector's edition, but then I remembered the cats, but yeah, it's just...
It didn't work anyway. So.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, side characters, they were admitted any kind of side characters for any kind of story. So comics, novels, the games, obviously, and I think it is time to have a look. Sebastian, who are the side characters? The nominees?
Yes. I'm not muted, right?
No.
The nominees for the best side characters: Roshan from Assassin's Creed Mirage, Nihal from Assassin's Creed Mirage, Ali Muhammad from Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Leonardo from Assassin's Creed Nexus.
These, I remind you guys, these are your nominees. These are the nominees of the community. So it's understandable that the releases that resonate the most with the community are getting more nominees. I am surprised to see 3 out of 4 from Mirage, but I am also happy to see Leonardo in this because I didn't expect him even to appear in Nexus. What did you expect to see many side characters from Mirage in here, or did you expect some from Transmedia as well?
Well, I had my little private bet, if you like, on a side character from Mirage called Makira.
Oh, yes.
And without going too deep into spoilers, I'll just say that she's a character that you meet in the main story towards the end in the harem. And I thought her character was fantastic. The way that she interacts with Basim is brilliant. And the fact that you can find her again later, I think I loved her deviousness.
Yeah.
And she really stood out to me as a side character. So, that was my nod to when Marco was putting the shortlist together. I said, Marco, what about Makira? And again, we meet Makira in another game. Spoilers.
Yeah.
So she was on the long list, should we say, before we did the public vote. But yeah, there's been some great characters. I mean, Roshan just leaps off the screen. I just thought she was fascinating in the trailer, fascinating in the game. And the one bit that sticks out for me with Nihal, we can do very minor spoilers here. So Basim is exploring the workshop, the laboratory maybe in the House of Wisdom, and he's looking at a picture on the wall which has got all these scientific notations, and just the way that Nihal's head pops out over the side of his shoulder, looking at what he's looking at. What a fantastic visual image of her. So yeah, she was great.
Yeah. What about you, Sebastian? Did you expect these side characters to appear, or?
I mean, yes. There aren't as many other games, so, and I don't really expect characters from Transmedia to appear. I think that they are too niche for people to vote for them. So
probably, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, I only care about two of these. So
I remember Sif making a joke about having Kong as, like, the character that says Little Finch to Basim to be nominated here. That's a more like a Marcos kind of character in Mirage. Yeah, but yeah. So, Sebastian, shall we have a look at who the winner is?
Please, let's.
You can choose, Basim.
With no one's surprise, the winner for Best Side Character is Roshan from Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Look at how many votes Leonardo got compared to
it was
the
a close one. Yeah, I'm not
close.
surprised.
Congratulations to Roshan as a character, and Shorey Akdashlu as the voice actor, and the devs for creating such an iconic character. Do you guys in the chat, do you agree with this? Do you think other characters were robbed?
Nah, I found Ali annoying. Sorry if I'm offending anyone.
Yeah,
I thought he was annoying.
No, I think I also agree that, well, I mean, Ali was not the most not enjoyable character, but yeah, he was annoying intentionally, I think. But yeah, Roshan.
He plays an important role in the story of encouraging Basim to question his loyalty to the Brotherhood. When they're on their long ride south of the city, what's it mean to be free if you're following orders, all that sort of thing. So he sits on the other end of, the character spectrum, so to say, because he's got, he's taking orders from Roshan and Mentor Rayhan, but then he's got Ali saying, really, should you be doing this? Do you think you're truly free? So he was definitely interesting from that point of view. But
oh yeah, absolutely. In that regard, yeah, that tips a little bit the scales for Basim, and it helps delivering a little bit more drama towards the end. So
chat is very divided,
look at that.
Some really cheering for Nihal, some very disappointed that Nihal didn't win. Kong was robbed. Yeah, 6 keys.
Kong was robbed.
Kong was robbed. It's a fix.
Oh, what were shot? Okay. So we've talked about side characters. Now let's talk about the voice actors that gave them life. So the next category is best acting performance of 2023 in Assassin's Creed, of course. So this time we had, in terms of acting performance, we only had 2 games. Mostly it was Assassin's Creed Mirage or Assassin's Creed Nexus. Nexus brought back some very familiar voice actors, the voice actors for Ezio Auditore, for Connor and Cassandra. So it brought back Roger Craig-Smith for Ezio, Melissanti Mahout for Cassandra, and Noah Watts for Connor. That a lot of people were surprised to see, and very welcoming for that. And of course, we had a lot of actors involved with Assassin's Creed Mirage. and not only for the base English version, but this time Ubisoft put the spotlight also on the actors for the Arabic version of the game, and I think the community that resonated with the community because the nominees would be pretty interesting, I think.
Look at the chat.
All right, let's go. And the nominees for Best Acting Performance are Lee Majdoub, who portrayed Basim. Ayad
Sorry.
Nassar,
Okay.
who was the Arabic voice of Basim. Joreh Agdashlu, who portrayed Roshan, and Melisanthi Mixus.
This is really interesting, I think, because these are the nominees by the community, and so having Iyad Nassar as part of the nominees, it means that a lot of you guys enjoyed his portrayal of Basim, which is super interesting. And we are having again, obviously because Mirage had more resonance with the community, we're having Joreh Agdashlu as one of the nominees. We have Lee Majdoub, the voice actor for Basim, and amidst the voice actors for Nexus, we had Melisanthi Mahout. So, did you expect this kind of nominees, or would you have nominated somebody else?
I mean, I'm surprised Roger didn't make the cut.
Okay.
But I'm not surprised at who I'm seeing here.
Okay. What about you, James? You expect more or less this kind of stuff, this kind of list?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. At some point, I will play Nexus. I haven't played it. I haven't experienced hearing those familiar voices again, and I really want to. Nexus, of course, has a much smaller player base.
Yeah, very much so.
Than Mirage and other games. I'm not surprised by the shortlist at all. I played Mirage through twice. The first time in the English dub with Lee, and the second time in the Arabic language with Yad. Yeah. It was great to play it through as an Arabic playthrough. The bit that always just made me smile is, of course, in the English dub, when the NPC, if you do something in front of the other characters or the NPCs, they say assassin, but of course in the Arabic dub they say hashashin.
Oh,
So you're actually getting that proper word.
nice.
You're hearing it, from the characters in the crowds. So Ayad was excellent. Joreh, I mean, her voice literally speaks for herself.
Very much so.
Her voice is just absolutely incredible. I'm also not surprised to see Melisanthi Mahout, because Cassandra, as a character, as a representative, she has a huge fan base. People love her. They love her story. They love what she can represent in the game. So I'm not surprised to see her on the shortlist.
I think I saw somebody in the chat mentioning earlier, like Marco, blink twice if they forced you to say Connor, but it just said Connor. I didn't say anything else. So I think.
We rewatch this and we'll see.
Yeah.
Did I? I don't remember. I see also the chat is very divided on this. Like a lot of support for Joreh. I see.
My bets and hopes are on Joreh. She got too much crap from too many people, and her performance was amazing. So my hopes are that she wins this.
What about you, James? What are your hopes?
I'm going to just call out Sharifo's comment here, which is a really good point. Lee didn't just deliver a good performance. When you play the game back, he really evolves Basim from the sort of frightened teenager street thief to the experienced master assassin, and it's there in his vocal performance.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, could I choose between Lee and Joreh? I probably would go Lee, because I think he did a great job leading the game. You've got to lead the game and lead the performance that the players see. And he does a lot of internal monologue as well, which again,
true.
I think he delivered really well. So Lee would get my personal vote there.
I have no idea who I should root for. Maybe I might go with Joreh this time. I root for her and I expect her to win. So.
Okay.
You can choose.
And the winner
Basim.
is.
Sorry.
Oh.
Joreh Agdashlu. portraying Roshan in Assassin's Creed Mirage with 34% of the vote. It was so close.
So
look, between
close.
Shorey and Lee, just 1% between them.
Yeah,
Man.
1%.
That was super close. Man, congratulations to Shorey. So Roshan and Shorey both won in their categories.
This is not so bad if you consider it's a very specific.
What, Iyad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iyad
13%,
still
so-
got 13, almost 14% of the votes, which still is very good considering that he's. I don't think he's well known in the wider community, even though Ubisoft did put the spotlight on him, and his portrayal of Basim was very, very good.
One more win for the daughter of no one.
Exactly.
Very happy about that.
Serverland says that award could have been shared between them easily. Yep, totally agree. Totally agree. They were excellent in their roles.
So, I think that now we can wrap up some of the things that we are having. We have running at currently. So, I think it's time to wrap up the best transmedia release voting.
Oh,
Can we?
how's the poll going?
The poll, it has been closed. I can't see it. And
It's just popped up in the chat. The poll is complete.
oh, there you go. It popped up in the chat, and it is
Nice.
the winner. Sari is collecting the picture, but shall we announce it? Yes, best transmedia of 2023 is the making of Assassin's Creed by Dark Horse Comics, and it had the 53% of the votes compared to the comics and the books. What does it say? What does this say? Who do you like? Do you agree with this? Like, this shows that at least our chat is more supportive of AC and AC-15 as a brand rather than story and narrative necessarily. What happened?
Elena in chat says it best. It says we're all massive nerds, and I support that. Absolutely.
All massive nerds.
Absolutely. I think
Huge
the thing with
win.
AC-15 is it has the broadest appeal, you know. The others perhaps less so.
Yeah, I can see, like, Sparta is saying huge win. Yes, Siri appeared. Hi Siri and hi Siri. So, congratulations to the team behind the making of Assassin's Creed and AC-15 for winning the best transmedia release of 2023. And on that note, I think we can also wrap up the giveaway, the second giveaway for the 2 codes for the standard edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage that was available only in the EMEA and NCSA region. So Zark is saying Sari is an Apple AI confirmed. I mean, you did dive and then Siri appeared. So I mean, so are we okay to draw the winner for the second giveaway? Lauren H is one of the winners of the giveaway. Marco's imaginary wife. Okay, Siri. Congratulations to Lauren
Bravo,
H
Lauren. Well done. Yeah.
for winning the giveaway. Please write to us on the email that Sari is going to write in the chat, so we can confirm and send you the code. So congratulations, a lot of congratulations by the chat as well. Surveillance
Marco,
followers.
how many winners are we drawing for this round? Is it another 5?
No, it's only 2, and the
Only
second
2.
one is Effervescent Apricot.
Wow, Effervescent Apricot. Beautiful name. Love it.
Nice. There's no typo in the mail. Good job, Sari. Congratulations, Effervescent Apricot, for winning the giveaway. So please write to us in the email at the email that Sari posted in the chat. We're gonna we're gonna write to you either tonight or tomorrow to get organized and then send you the codes. Congratulations, everybody! But we are still not done with the giveaways. We still have the biggest giveaway for tonight, and it is another giveaway for, again, 2 codes for Assassin's Creed Mirage, but this time is for the deluxe edition of the game. This is only limited to participants from the EMEA region and the NCSA region, so that's Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and North, Central, and South America. So again, for the final time, I'm gonna read a question, and the answer will be a single word, and that word with a proper spelling, but it's not case sensitive. That word, if it's properly written, that would make you eligible to win one of the two codes for the deluxe edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage. So if the mods are ready, I think we can post the final question and see who is going to participate. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
type in the question.
Okay, so what is the name of Basim's oldest female friend and companion that follows him in his story up until in Assassin's Creed Mirage up until the very end? So it's one of the characters that we mentioned earlier. I can see the answers already. I don't think the question was posted, but
Not yet.
but
That's a
okay.
worry.
Not yet, but answers are coming in.
Answers are coming in.
Yes, there we go. Zark's put the question there
Oh,
in
there
the
we go.
chat for
Okay.
people. So
Oh,
if
there
you
we
didn't
go.
hear it, it is pinned there in the chat if you didn't hear the question.
Yes,
And,
we.
yeah,
and
good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody. The giveaway is going to run for a few minutes again while we go through the final categories. Plus, we also host the final voting for best content. So.
And Marco, for the giveaway that's open now, what are people entering to win? What's the prize?
So the prize is 2 codes for the deluxe edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is only the giveaway is restricted or limited only to the EMEA and NCSA territories. But yes, the prize is the deluxe edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage, which means
Very nice.
You get the costume, you get the additional mission, the 40 Thieves quest, and a few items as well. So this is our biggest prize today. So, Walter White, what? Okay. I mean,
Great show, by the way. Very well put together. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, let's go to a more light kind of category that we thought of this year that we didn't have last year, and it is the best or most shocking news of 2023 concerning Assassin's Creed. In this category, we tried and put all kinds of shocking news that happened this year. So not only can we go back?
Back to what?
Can we not have a look at the nominees?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. We had a little high Sari moment there, but all is going well.
Yeah, we had a little high Sari moment.
Can I just say, before we
Yeah.
talk through the nominees, Marco, Sebastian, Sari, and I, we've been talking for the last week or so in chat. We
Yeah.
had a long video call earlier. Sari has done so much work on the technology and the setup in the background. She deserves a huge round of applause by
Absolutely.
everyone in chat.
Let's have it. Even
because she's
physically.
done fantastic work. So show your respect in chat, everyone.
He's
And
the
then
real
give him-
one and the real hidden one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
very much so.
Absolutely.
Because she's always working, in the dark. But all of this wouldn't have happened without Sari. She did the animations in here. She's holding up the stream. She's
Yes.
also chatting with our mods in real time. It's like she's super multitasking. She deserves all the praise.
All right, go on.
Shall we go on?
Yeah.
Now, Sari, are you ready for the nominations
Yeah.
for the most shocking news? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the nominations for the most shocking news of 2023 are Stephanie Economou and her soundtrack for the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC wins the first ever video game Grammy. The Assassin's Creed community gathers together to help people in Turkey and Syria who were affected by the earthquake with the Assassin's Creed Community Relief fundraiser. We got a fix for the graphical issues in Assassin's Creed Syndicate on PlayStation 5, 3 years after the console released. And finally, Ubisoft writer Pierre Boudreau self-leaks the first visual of the female main character from Assassin's Creed codename Red.
Yeah, like I mentioned, like these were like all kinds of different news on the shocking spectrum, right? So we tried.
All these news are, some of them are like shocking, but like they're shocking for very different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. The idea was
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. Definitely a surprise to be sure.
Yeah, the idea was like, were you more shocked by positive stuff, or were you more shocked by professional stuff, or for missteps by Ubisoft? Like one of the other shocking news were, like I mentioned earlier, the artist that swore in English under the Isu language in the comic. There were like, you know, the showrunner for the AC Netflix show leaving the show at the start of the year. There were, you know, different types of shockers, and these were the ones that were nominated by the fans.
Before we go ahead, I
yeah.
would love to hear what you guys found most. I wouldn't say shocking because, you know, it's different kind of shock for each news, but which one of these had the most impact on you, whatever impact means in this sense?
I'll let James go first on this.
I'll tell you, while people's type in chat, I'll just say one thing. So the Syndicate update was great to see because that problem's been there for 3 years.
That was
Ubisoft could have
unexpected.
just said, we're not fixing it. It's an old game. But actually, with Odyssey got a 60 FPS patch last year, Origins got a 60 FPS patch, and now
Unity's gonna get photo mode next year. I just know it.
Isn't it nice to see the older games getting small updates where needed? And because for the longest time I've had this impression that they're just not maintained, which is sad, but I'm really pleased to see it. And yeah, Sebastian, I kind of have a little part of me hoping for something for Unity in the future.
Never gonna happen.
No, it'll never happen. But anyway, yeah, that was really nice to see just from a technical point. But I think Sir McDonald said it in chat. Stephanie Economou getting that Grammy for her soundtrack, first ever winner of that category. Fantastic to see. Video game music, like video game production in general, sometimes is not looked upon as the same level as film and television, and it is. And it's great to see a composer getting recognized for their work in a video game.
Yeah, I agree. Like that was a first, and it was so surprising, very well deserved, because the soundtrack for Dawn of Ragnarok was incredible, in my opinion.
I feel like for some of these things here, for example, the community relief, I feel like there should be a whole other category for like the most wholesome news because it's just its own kind of shocking. It was very
Right.
good.
Marco make a note for 2024. Most wholesome moment.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, we could do that. Like we can add additional categories.
We all came together, and it was like these 2 weeks, 1 week. How long was that? And we were all doing things together. Good times.
Yeah. Because I think that the community relief, it deserved a spot in here in terms of it's more wholesome than shocking, but at the same time, what it was able to achieve, it is shocking to me. Like in my opinion, it is. I did expect it could raise a lot, but not that much. I didn't expect that it could help so many people, and it could raise so much, and it could involve so many of us in that project. It was really one of the high moments of 2023 for me, for sure, and I think for a lot of people in the chat as well, honestly.
There were a lot of people there who contributed to it, in the chat. But we see you, we see your names. You
very
contributed in the foreground or in the background. You donated, so it was amazing. It was amazing. Marco,
yes.
Shall we announce the winner?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Go on.
All right.
Okay, so.
And the winner of most shocking news is the Assassin's Creed Community Relief. Raises over $25,000 with 34% of the vote.
Congratulations to the whole team.
Yeah, congrats all of us.
Congratulations to us, and especially
bad reading this one out, really.
Especially AC Landmarks and all
who
the
is
others.
in the chat. Arshak and James, and all the other people that worked on this and organized all of this, and I'm so happy that this got all the recognition and visibility that it could. And on that note, while we're at it, we have Arshak in the chat, and he reached out to us 2 days ago to have a small announcement about this, like a little announcement about the community relief, because he was reached out by Save the Children, because the community relief was actually organized with Save the Children, and there was this how would you call it, a trophy of gratitude by Save the Children that was sent to Arshak, but it really is for all of us, for all of the contributors.
That is such a thing to be able to put on display in your home.
Yeah. Much more
That's
than
amazing.
any collectible. That is amazing. And it's so great.
Arshak kicked this off. He was inspired. He wanted to do something, and he contacted you and Sari. He contacted me. He contacted. I saw Chris in the chat earlier. Six Keys and others who were not here on the stream, but he contacted people and said, "I want to do this," and we all put our time and energy. And
this was amazing. It was incredible. It was an amazing initiative, and it got everything that it deserved and more. Like it's so nice because even recently, I think there was also a video shared by Save the Children on this that was sent to, I think, again to Arshak. It really seems like this initiative was really appreciated, and it's so wholesome. And maybe next year we can have like a wholesome moment of the year. So, congratulations again to everybody who worked on the community relief. And I think we can move on to the next category, which is most exciting announcement of 2023. So, there have been some announcements. It wasn't the same show of muscles as it was last year, because of course last year there was the Assassin's Creed showcase and they announced stuff for, I don't know, years to come. This time it was quite different, but there still were a number of announcements, right? There were announcements concerning games. There were announcements concerning beta testing also. There were announcements for this year. There were announcements for 2024 and beyond. So I think there's a lot of stuff to get fans excited. What do you guys think? Do you think that the announcements this year were proper for the kind of year that we had in Assassin's Creed, or?
It's an interesting year because Assassin's Creed is really branching out into new platforms. So we've got a mobile-only game.
Yeah.
We've got a VR game, and I know you haven't finished it, you two, but everyone that's played the VR game says it's an incredible experience.
It is.
So we've seen the franchise branch out, but also, I'm looking at the document here, so I know some of the other nominees. We've got some really interesting, smaller new stories but nonetheless, great to see, you know. But I don't want to say any more because I don't want to spoil it. So it's been an interesting year for announcements.
Okay, so Sebastian, would you do the honors of announcing?
Yes, of course. The most exciting announcement of 2023 nominees are Assassin's Creed Mirage launching 1 week earlier, Assassin's Creed Nexus, Assassin's Creed Jade closed beta, and AC Mirage getting new game plus a parkour update.
You kept that last one for last.
Yeah, and was my personal one.
Obviously.
Maybe.
Parkour.
Stop.
So are you guys cheering for this to win best announcement of this year?
I'm really curious to see what chat says.
Because this is, again, it's very diversified. Like, this is there is what presumably would be considered smaller announcements, like the ones about the update for Mirage, but it had New Game Plus and parkour, which was really unexpected by the community.
There's a comment there in chat, Marco. I'll just quickly mention. So Six Keys has mentioned the permadeath mode that's coming to Mirage, which is fascinating. Interestingly, that was one of the long list items, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it didn't get chosen by people. But yeah, permadeath. Can't wait to see that in action.
It didn't get nominated or nominated enough, but it was in the longer shortlist, in the longer list, and it was nominated by some. But the fact that it was postponed, it had more people supporting the recent update. So like I said, it's interesting to see, like, comparing different types of announcements, because there are announcements about new games like Nexus, which weren't really new because people knew about them knew about Nexus because of the leaks. And there was the announcement about the second beta test for Assassin's Creed Jade, which finally got its final name from codename Jade to Jade. It seemed like the announcement of Homer J. Simpson, like the second name of Homer. It was very, very much the same. But yeah, there is going to be a second closed beta test for the game. The rumors are saying that it might happen very early in the year, but no announcement on that yet. So, who might be the winner here? I think, Sebastian, would you like to?
I would love to. Okay. Assassin's Creed Mirage early launch is the most exciting announcement of 2023.
Wow.
All right.
Honestly, really? I didn't expect that.
Surprising. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's cool. Yeah.
I didn't expect this one to win. I mean, to be honest,
like, definitely welcome, but the most exciting, really? Okay.
I guess that's maybe seeing that the game was anticipated to not compete with Spider-Man 2, was it? What was competing with Mirage at the time? I think it was Spider-Man. I guess that got people excited about the game and to play it earlier. Even though...
Watch my face slowly morph into a Templar as I no longer believe in democracy.
I'm seeing, look at the chat. Interesting. Jade got last. Wow. Snubbed. There's no way. Wait, on second thought, I demand a recount of Florida's numbers. Oh my. Man. Okay. The chat does not agree with that. And also, we do not agree. But apparently, that was very close with the parkour update, by the way.
I'm with 6 keys on this. Most shocking news, parkour patch snubbed by community. You guys, you had one job.
Yeah, I'm also sad, like Christophorus, that Jade got last. Because I'm really, really, really interested in that game. We'll see about that.
Oh well.
Well, let's move on to after this additional shocker. Let's move on to one of the final categories. I think we have 2 left plus the final one. So the next one is most anticipated content for 2024. And again, like I mentioned, there were a number of announcements about games, about Transmedia, about collectibles releasing in 2024. There were statues. There was the announcement of the closed beta test, and there was the announcement of the release of Assassin's Creed Jade in 2024. There are rumors, not confirmed, about Assassin's Creed Codename Red, the game set in feudal Japan, to release in 2024. And if Red releases in 2024, because it is the first game to release on the Infinity platform, also the Infinity platform will release by definition in 2024. So there have been a number of announcements, smaller ones and bigger ones, and I think there is more. Well, after getting the game that a lot of hardcore fans wanted, Mirage, I think now there is more anticipation for something new, for something different, after finally getting what at least hardcore fans wanted. What do you think?
After, are you gonna read the nominees, or is James gonna read the nominees?
It should be me this time.
Either way,
Okay.
whoever's gonna read these, after you read the nominees, I want to be a clown for a minute, and I want to go through them together, comment on them, and maybe do a prediction before we draw our winner.
Okay, very well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, the nominees for most anticipated content for 2024 are Assassin's Creed Jade, which has been announced to release in 2024. Assassin's Creed Red, which is only rumored to be released in 2024. The Infinity platform, like I mentioned, rumored, not confirmed, but the rumors are very, very strong on this one. And the Assassin's Creed tabletop game is the final nominee drawn by the community in terms of games or releases that they are excited about in 2024. The Assassin's Creed tabletop game is this game that has been announced this year. It's a very much like Dungeons and Dragons. We have a trailer, but it's mostly based on the imagination. You have your character card, you have a story, and then you have to imagine how your characters would be able to face the various missions and stuff. So this is more or less, you can see there's a modern day component to it. There are different missions in different settings. The fact that it's mostly based on imagination, means that missions can be set in any kind of setting. Again, the modern day, but also all the settings that we know of, and also some different and new settings like World War II. So that's one of the nominees, obviously. And of course, we have Assassin's Creed Jade, the game set in China in the 3rd century BCE, I think. We got a trailer with the announcement at Gamescom this year, along with the first closed beta test. And then, of course, we did mention Red and the Infinity platform. So these are the nominees. So, Sebastian, what did you?
But I want to make a prediction for this. I want to try and guess which is the most anticipated AC content, and let's start with AC Jade.
Okay.
Cool. We got a bit. We saw bits of it, so I think people got an idea of what it's gonna be like. And also, it's a mobile game. People love to hate on mobile games. And then we have Assassin's Creed Infinity platform. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people excited about this, and a lot of other people who have no idea what this is. And so I think before being excited about this or anticipate it, I think people would love to know what the hell it is.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna make the cut. If it's gonna make the cut, I'm gonna quit the stream. I'm gonna leave the stream. I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm kidding. And then we have the tabletop, the RPG game, which is cool, but I also think it's a little bit too niche.
Yeah.
So my bet is on AC Red.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
my prediction.
I think this is also probably an easy one, even though it's not confirmed. But yeah, I mean, Jade is a mobile game, so I don't think there's going to be any fight. James, do you?
And I'm actually excited about Jade. Like, I know I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna download it, and I've played every single AC mobile experience that
Oh,
ever
nice.
came out, and I enjoyed them. Even Memory. Do you guys know what Memory is?
Yeah, Memories
No,
was an
very
amazing.
good.
Yeah, I did.
Weird card game, and I loved it. And I was like a pro player there.
I loved it.
People were
because-
fighting to have me on their team.
Really?
Yeah, because I spent money on cards.
Oh.
I was addicted to it. And then
Really?
they just shut it down.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I did love the visuals of the cards and the story that was told.
It was
there.
nice,
There was-
yeah.
Like, by the way, Memories is where the first stories about feudal Japan were told, and
Yeah.
I wonder.
there were the
if-
Mongols too. There was
Yeah.
Genghis Khan. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder if that bit of story is going to be kept in Assassin's Creed Red, now that we're talking about it. So I think Sebastian made it very clear about what. James, do you agree? I guess on this
I
analysis.
think, as multiple people have been putting in chat in the last few minutes, it's Japan. We're going to be an assassin in feudal Japan. What more do you need?
Yeah. What more do you? Need?
Two comments I'll have on Jade is just for me personally. I don't game on mobile. I don't want to sit on a little 5-inch screen with my fat thumbs. But that's me.
You can use
If-
controllers.
Right. So
Nowadays.
this is something I've heard. Is that at the moment the devs have
Yeah.
said they will not support
Yeah,
controllers.
yeah. At the moment, I think they are.
Which
not.
for me is a bit of a now if they listen to the
Is this
community
true?
feedback, well that's what was discussed in the previous beta, because some members of our listeners on our show were talking to us about it, saying yeah, at the moment it's not going to work on tablets, and it's not going to now. Put it in chat if I'm now out of date. Oh, Assassin's Creed series is saying Jade has no controller support.
Yeah.
If we
No
get
way.
controller support, if I can play it on on an iPad, a bigger screen, I'm definitely going to play it. But
Why would they
personally,
do that?
I
don't know.
think they wanted to, for whatever reason, they wanted to concentrate on mobile gaming intentionally. Because I think that the game director said something about that. Like,
Nah.
it's something that it was weird the way it was put. Like, we could easily do that, but we want to focus on the mobile game.
Actually, Leo K did a good video about it some months ago. What I would love, though, gentlemen, is if we could get it running on something like this.
Oh, okay.
And that would be cool. And I would definitely play hours of it.
Oh wow, that was a huge letdown. I had no idea.
But yeah, so for me, definitely looking forward to Red. Infinity's an interesting one because it's been 2 years since
Yeah.
that name leaked. And I just have this little thought in the back of my mind that whatever Infinity was probably doesn't exist anymore. The concept may have changed. It could have just been an idea on a whiteboard that then got replaced by other things.
I
you
have
know?
also a feeling that at least the original idea might have changed, and that also is why the ending of Mirage, the original ending for Mirage, was cut, and then something was changed. So
Yeah.
it
Just
might,
the more I try to think about it, the less sense it makes. Like I have to open Ubisoft Connect, and then I have to open Infinity, and then I have to open the game.
yeah, that's one of the issues that I thought about, the concept of a platform which hosts all the games. So it kind of weird, but yeah, I guess we'll see maybe next year or maybe the one after. So let's see who the winner is in this one. So the winner of most anticipated content for 2024 is, guess what? It's Assassin's Creed Codename Red. Are we shocked?
I mean, yes, considering how the previous one went.
Good point. Good point.
Well, this
Good.
time, Red properly won. We don't know. Again, like I said, we don't know if it's going to actually release next year. All news rumors point to that. So we'll see. I guess during the year. But yes, everybody is looking forward to the next main installment in the franchise. So obviously, Codename Red, won. Infinity came in second before Jade. That surprises me a little bit.
That surprised me too. I thought there'd be more interest in Jade. Infinity, because
it's
just an idea.
It's still close, like 21 and 17, but still, I hope Jade can rack more interest as the next beta test releases.
Maybe if they add controller support.
It was a huge talking point this summer, honestly. Like they actually had to officially come on record and say, we're gunning for mobile gaming first, and then additional support afterwards or at some point later. So we'll see. I guess we'll see. And so we are getting close to the end of the show, but we still have 2 categories, and at the same time I want to remind you that we're still hosting the 3rd giveaway, where the question is, what is the name of Basim's oldest female friend and companion that follows him in his story up in Assassin's Creed Mirage up until the very end? And if you answer just by writing the name of this character without anything else, you can still participate to be drawn to win one of the 2 deluxe editions of Assassin's Creed Mirage that are up for grabs. So if you still haven't participated and you're interested in the game and the deluxe edition, you still have time. But before that, I think we can jump in the final standard category, which is Best Assassin's Creed Narrative. I was looking forward to this.
Me too. We've had some great stories this year across different media types. So yeah, this is a good one. I will read the nominees, everyone. So the nominees for the Best Assassin's Creed Narrative are Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Nexus, Assassin's Creed The Resurrection Plot, and Assassin's Creed Forgotten Temple.
I, for one, didn't expect Forgotten Temple to end up in there.
No, me neither. But it's nice to see such a mix of the different media as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Because at least we were able to convey the idea that best narrative is across all kinds of media in the franchise. And the community responded to that, and that's great. What James, I'm really interested in your opinion about this, because you enjoyed the Resurrection Plot a lot.
I did.
Would you like it to win?
Where to start? You need to read the first book, The Magus Conspiracy, which is, I think, as I said earlier in the stream, one of the best kind of contained Assassin's Creed stories that we've had. You know, people joining the Brotherhood. Why do they join? What do they fight for? How do they train? Simeon's training in Paris. Fantastic sequences there. I tell you what, Sebastian, I know you're not so keen on the books, but you might enjoy some of the references in Magus Conspiracy.
All right, yes.
To certain other characters and events that have occurred in our
I was actually already sold when you started talking about it, even before you said Paris.
Excellent. So Resurrection Plot is great, continuation of that story. What I also liked about the Resurrection Plot is it reintroduces a piece of Eden that a lot of people won't have either heard of or have forgotten. And I don't want to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil it. But Marco, you know what I'm talking about.
I know, I do.
And there are certain sequences in that book that are really unsettling with how this piece of Eden works.
Especially at the start of the book. There is.
Yeah. So that is a fantastic narrative. Mirage, I guess everyone in the chat has played Mirage. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed the story a lot. What I found most impressive about Mirage was the writers had quite a restricted story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know Basim's early life because he's explained it to Eivor at the campfire scene in Valhalla. We know how Basim's life ends. We know his character in Valhalla. So they had to find a way of how can we tell a compelling story? How can we give him a character arc? How can we balance his good characteristics with his not so good characteristics? and I think they did it fantastically.
Yeah, it was a tough job in that regard.
Yeah.
Like to make him likable, even though you know at the start that like how he's going to turn out to be.
Yeah.
That was a very tough job.
Yeah, and I think they did a superb job. The only comment I would have about Mirage is I loved it. I loved the fact it was a short, contained game that I could finish in a few days if I wanted to. But I would have loved a bit more. I'd have loved a bit more Roshan, a bit more Nihal, a bit more Mentor Rayhan. You know, I love Fulad, the side character, one of the mentors, and how he was more fatherly and caring of Basim. That's the only criticism I have of the game. Is it was fantastic. I've played it twice. I will play it again, and I will play it again because I love the story. I love the gameplay. I know this is a narrative category, so we won't talk too much about gameplay. But I think Mirage was just an excellent entry into the series.
Sebastian, what do you think about Nexus in terms of story for what you've played up until now?
I wish I had more time to continue playing it, but I got to Venice. Not the beginning, like the second time you get to Venice, which is in the daylight, and it's in Santa Maria dei Frari.
Oh,
and
nice.
I got addicted to it, and I don't know where the story is going. It seems I'm getting some like earlier AC vibes from it, not just because it's, you know, it starts with Ezio and Connor, but also like in the sense of, you know, the mystery, that not knowing what's going on, what is this about, and living it in person. I feel like it should be for every single Assassin's Creed. I feel like we should get, for every AC that comes out, I feel like it should come out on Nexus as well.
I mean, I did play it, and I wish I could play it more. I didn't get as far as you got, but it does have stuff for any kind of player. Again, in terms of story, because we're talking about narrative here, but there's stuff for hardcore fans in there. Like the main MacGuffin, the main piece of Eden in there is something that hardcore fans know since 2009. It was mentioned somewhere in AC2.
Okay.
And it's I was shocked when I saw that. And for you know, standard players that are not necessarily into the lore, they're still, you know, very familiar characters, so you can literally don their outfits and play as them and follow their story. So it's it is interesting because you really live their story, and there's also a modern day story that is quite interesting. And it has also like an important character voiced by Morena Baccarin, who is a very famous actress. She did, I think, Deadpool and other pretty big movies.
I truly believe in Nexus. It's my personal winner, even more than Mirage.
Okay.
Because and Mirage is like, it's up here. It was amazing. I was incredibly it just hit the spot. I was happy with Mirage. But the kind of experience that Nexus gave me was like nothing else in this series for me. And it was like, it's the most immersion I've ever felt with my favorite franchise. And I know it's probably not going to win because it's, as you said, not many people got to play it. I wish more people got to play it, but it's it's definitely my personal winner here.
Interesting. So, James, let's see who.
Let's do it. And the winner in the best narrative category is Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Another huge victory there.
Yeah, very significant vote.
I think this is similar to Red in the previous category. Like,
that's crushing. Yeah. Almost 60%. Yeah.
Yeah. Also because the game obviously had a much wider audience, but also because, you know, a lot of people enjoyed its story, enjoyed how Basim's character was portrayed in there. So congratulations to Assassin's Creed Mirage and the team for winning Best Narrative of 2023 in Assassin's Creed. Nexus is second at 15%, very close to Resurrection Plot. So they both have their aficionados, and very close to the webtoon. It was a close battle for second, at least. So what about the chat? Mirage Sweep. Oh man, no. Resurrection Plot got third. Resurrection Plot third. Wow. Sari,
Can I just
prepare
call
the
out
music.
Assassin's Creed series comment here? Sari, you need to prepare the music. These acceptance speeches are getting longer and longer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got the reference. It took me a little
I agree.
It took me a little bit. Okay. So, on that note, I think we have completed the standard categories, but we still have to, have a look at the second voting, second online voting, and this time is for the best Assassin's Creed content overall of 2023, like the best content of the year. And it is, do we have the... No, we don't have a picture. Okay. We don't have any visuals. Okay. So, do we...
Paint a picture with your words, Marco.
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, please help me. Like the competitor.
Yeah, I can show you the competitors.
Okay. So the competitors for best content of 2023 are best music, the best music track. So Daughter of No One. Then we have best transmedia, which we decided earlier, that is the making of Assassin's Creed. Then we have best collectible, that is the Assassin's Creed RIP Altair scaled diorama, and of course the winner of best narrative Assassin's Creed. Of course, best content means comparing how do you say, apples and oranges, but at the same time we're trying to see which is the one thing in Assassin's Creed that got you more inspired or that you enjoyed the most over the year. So we are actually organizing the poll here on YouTube. We are launching it very soon, and in the meantime, while we are organizing the poll, you can still participate in our final giveaway, which we're going to close very soon. And the question, as I mentioned earlier, is what is the name of Basim's oldest female friend and companion that follows him in Assassin's Creed Mirage up until the very end? In the meantime, the poll was open. You can you can vote for your favorite piece of content of 2023. That is between the best music track, that is Daughter of No One, the best collectible, that is the RIP diorama, the best transmedia, which was the making of Assassin's Creed, and the best narrative, which was Assassin's Creed Mirage. So I wonder how this is going to go, but in the meantime, so in your opinion, like, would you say, would there be any situation where for you a transmedia release wins over any other content throughout the year? Like, do you consider there is this chance, like that book or that comic book was so good that for you that year it is the best content that you enjoyed in a year? Would you consider that as a possibility?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of content and years to go through to get an answer for that.
Yeah, but I meant, like, do you consider that a possibility? Would you expect, I don't know, 2024 or 2025 to be a possibility where a book for you is better than the game that is released that year? Or a comic book? Like, are you the kind of person that's would find enjoyable, like if you are more into the story that is told in a specific Transmedia release?
Personally, for me, I don't think so. First of all, because I cannot even imagine how to compare such different mediums, and I don't know. It's first and foremost, I'm a gamer here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't really see that happen for me, at least. Like there might be products that I enjoy more than that I enjoy, but not more than, at least if unless the game it's very bad, which I hope not.
Okay.
But I don't think I've ever, even like the Assassin's Creed game that I enjoyed the least. I don't think there's a transmedia product that I enjoyed more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was
Even
actually asking about
even
that.
the AC game that I enjoyed the least, it's still an AC game that I very much enjoyed playing.
Okay.
So.
And that would be?
I'm not gonna do that now.
Okay. Really?
No.
Okay.
When the number of people in chat goes to 0, I will do that.
Okay, very well. Okay, I'm gonna ask you that. Okay. What about you, James? Do you envision a potential year where something else you enjoy something else more than the game that is released that year? Or the movie?
I think the closest we got to that. So the answer is yes, but it needs to be a strange year. And I think we had that, and you'll have to correct my dates here, Marco.
Okay.
Either last year or the year before, when we'd finished Valhalla's kind of post-release, but there was still...
Okay.
There was the Dawn of Ragnarok expansion.
Okay.
So we didn't really... and that's... I don't like roguelites, so I didn't play it. I'm not interested. So we didn't really have any gaming content. And the gaming content we did have just wasn't my kind of thing.
Okay.
And that was the year that Magus Conspiracy was released. And I've already spoken about this a lot on this stream, so I'll just be brief, That was a fantastic story, a fantastic Assassin's Creed story. It was the best Assassin's Creed content for me that we had all year across all medias. So if the series was to go back to a release every 2 years, I don't think it will. I think there are so many projects in progress, we're probably going to get something every year. But if it did go back to a release every 2 years, absolutely. There's plenty of space for a book or a comic or a cartoon or a film or who knows what else they're working on to give us that Creed experience, that adventure, that stealth experience.
So
and I think we've had that recently with the book and sort of the lack of Valhalla content or other game content last year. This year, very tough because, like I say, I think Mirage is excellent.
Yeah, it was interesting last year because when we did try to have the awards last year for best content, in terms of gaming, we had The Last Chapter, which was a very brief gameplay or a very brief gaming content. And on the other side, we had Dynasty, and we had, I think, Magus Conspiracy, and I don't remember which were the...
Last year?
Sorry?
Last year?
Yeah, last year. Sarah is getting them. But yeah, basically for best content, the only gaming content was a very final type of... We had the announcements because we considered them as content as well, and there was the announcement for Codename Hexe, and that draw a little bit of interest in there. Wow, nice. But yeah, maybe in the down years for gaming. Would you expect, for example, when the instead of saying when, I'm gonna say if the live action shows releases? Well, I don't expect a game to release that year, but would you expect...
It's Netflix, isn't it, that has the development rights?
Yeah.
I may annoy people in chat here. I'm not a huge Witcher fan. Oof. I enjoyed the books a lot.
Okay.
I eventually learned to enjoy Witcher 3 after trying to play it multiple times.
Okay.
The TV series was okay and then just fell off a cliff for me.
Okay.
If I just hope that Assassin's Creed gets The Last of Us treatment
Oh, okay.
and not the Witcher treatment.
Okay.
If it gets the Witcher treatment, it's gonna be terrible.
Oh,
If
wow.
it gets the Last of Us treatment, where it takes the story but it tells it in a new way, it respects the media, but it keeps the characters as recognizably the characters, and the general plot as the plot you would expect, it's going to be amazing. I would
I'm
love to see
100%
Assassin's
with
Creed
James on that.
done properly there, but my fear is that it will go the direction of The Witcher.
Maybe. Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, please.
Well, fingers crossed that it releases, because now
Absolutely.
that the showrunner has changed, it means that there's going to be even more time before the show releases. So we'll see about that. But yeah, in terms of like what I asked earlier, I feel more like Sebastian. Like, I'm also a gamer first, so I do enjoy all the transmedia on AC, some more, some less. But it's
I'm also a gamer first when it comes to narrative, and we had many discussions about this on social media as well.
we did. But yeah, I agree in that regard. Like, there are some stories in transmedia that I really, really enjoyed. Like I said, this year it was the Highlands Children for me, the Fragments book. But still, to me, it's no competition with the game that released this year, and also with Nexus to a degree. So yes. Sharifo is asking, have the three of you tried Assassin's Creed Gold?
I should have.
have not.
Because Marco gave it to me, but I haven't. I haven't yet.
Oh, Sebastian.
I
Oh
am
no.
sorry.
Don't give me homework. I already have school.
I had a weird experience for this because we got an early copy to review, but it was a text version. So I didn't. I mean, the main aspect of that game is to listen of that audio drama was to listen to it, but I mostly consume it reading it, and also the review copy was not as was not exactly the same as the story in the audio drama, so that was also strange. But I enjoyed the story in itself. Modern day, not so much, but the historical story, I enjoyed the fact that Gold had a blind assassin as the main character, because you're only listening to the story, so it makes you like it's a proper story to tell in that regard. So that was
interesting.
very good.
New and clever.
Yeah, very. Six Keys is saying I enjoyed Gold.
We might just to draw your attention here,
Yep.
Marco. Just have a quick look at the Discord chat here.
The Discord chat. Okay.
Zark, let us know what you want to do
I
with
think
the
Sarah is-
giveaway.
Okay, I think we can. Okay. Do we need to run the giveaway?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I think we might have had an issue with the giveaway.
Yeah. Oh, so Zark saying, I guess, a bit of a technical
Okay.
issue.
We
We
had a
need to
technical mishap.
rerun.
Okay, they have to answer again.
Okay, so sorry guys, we had a technical issue with the third giveaway, so we will have to ask you to participate again. So we're gonna cancel this giveaway. Sorry about that, and we're gonna ask you the question again. We're gonna have it run for a few minutes, not again 10 minutes. So sorry about this. We're gonna.
Just answer again.
Okay, so
I think, Elena, to answer your comment in chat there, I think it's a high Nightbot moment
High
rather than a high Sari
Add that to
moment.
the high
I
Sari
think the bot has messed us up there a little bit.
yeah,
so,
this time it was Nightbot, sadly.
Yeah.
But
Just give
again,
us a moment.
just to remind you guys, the question again was, what is the name of Basim's oldest female friend and companion that follows him in his story in Assassin's Creed Mirage up until the very end? So guys, we need you guys to answer again in the chat, only with the name of the character, as Elena and Animus Drifter did. So to re-enter, please answer the pinned question as Zark said, So please answer again. The giveaway is for 2 codes of the Assassin's Creed Mirage Deluxe Edition. It is available only on the EMEA and NCSA territories, once again, so that you guys know. It's not Optimus Prime, I think. But yeah. So once again, you guys will have, I don't know, I think 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're gonna draw the winner, and then we're gonna see who the winner is for best content. To circle back to this, to what we were saying earlier. So you would always say that, like, mostly like the game is the one thing in terms of Assassin's Creed that you're looking forward to every year or every 2 years. My question also is, let me see. I wanted to ask you, what is like, is if the game is the main content that you're looking forward to the most, what is?
You mean what we were talking about earlier about like when I said that I'm a gamer first, even when it comes to narrative? You have a specific question?
No, I wanted to ask you if you guys are looking forward to the game first, what is it from Transmedia that might attract you? Like,
here's the thing. I'm gonna take the lead on this because I've had a very specific thoughts and comments on the matter. I was, the very first time I played Assassin's Creed, it was Assassin's Creed 2, and of course I got super into it, specifically because of the freedom of movement. I was blown away by the fact that you could like climb wherever you wanted and get on top of whatever you wanted to go. I couldn't believe that I saw the dome in the distance, that I could get on top of it. And then I finished the game, and I was blown away all over again, but for entirely different reasons. So from that point on, every Assassin's Creed game that was going to come out, I was looking forward to it because of both the gameplay that blew me away and the story that also blew me away. There was a point in the history of Assassin's Creed in which the narrative kind of fell apart for me, and I realized that there wasn't a plan, that they were just kind of winging it every year or every 2 year. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm here for the gameplay, because the narrative is not there anymore, and I don't want to place a bet every year if the narrative is going to be good or not. You know, if I don't know if that's making any sense, but that's when I decided that Assassin's Creed for me was going to be gameplay first, because at least at the end of the game, if the narrative wasn't fun, wasn't anything great, at least I still have like a world that is fun to explore. But if I don't have a world that is fun to explore, I just watched a good story, and I don't have like the incentive to stay in that world and to continue doing things in that world.
Okay,
that's why I'm
I think
the kind of guy that is gameplay first. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess like we both nodded at when you said it feels like they're winging it. Elena mentions winging it every year. It's me at the university. I do agree with that. So my question was like, if that is what you're looking for, like you're looking forward to the game mostly and the gameplay within the game. So if you're not more into the story, what is in Transmedia that might attract you? Because like if the story within the universe is not attracting you anymore, like
I think that is the reason why I am so far behind on a lot of Transmedia products, because of how the narrative is, the direction that it took, and the things that I found interesting that were like taken away from the games and put into comics. And you know, when I started playing Assassin's Creed, I started playing Assassin's Creed as a gamer. I didn't sign up to be part of a book club, you know. Even if the books then came out and I enjoyed them, that's, you know, it's, I'm not taking a digger at anything, but, you know, I was a gamer first, so the story must be really, really good for you to expect me to jump on books, on comics, and or whatever it is that you're trying to give me. And but that said, like, I'm not saying that the narrative is not there anymore. What I'm saying is that there was that point in which I realized there was no plan. During AC2, AC Brotherhood, I kept thinking, oh wow, there is something behind here. We're going somewhere. They're working on something. And then all of a sudden, I realized that there was not any plan. So I was like, you know what, I don't have to be invested in this the same way I was before.
Okay.
Like, I can be excited about it, but I should not be expecting too much from it. And so every year is like, it's more like giving myself the chance to be positively surprised instead of the opposite. For example, by the time AC Origins came out, I was not too excited about it. I was like, I don't know what they're going to do with the narrative, but I am not going to have expectations. And I loved Origins. At the end of Origins, I was like, I love Bayek. He's my favorite character. I would have never expected anything like that, but it happened. So this is where I'm at right now. I am not expecting the greatest narrative from AC games. I'm expecting state-of-the-art gameplay. But when it comes to narrative and stories, I will let them surprise me positively, because I don't have like the highest expectations. Sorry.
And James, do you feel the same way?
I've just really enjoyed listening to Sebastian's thoughts. What's
Sorry.
interesting, just to talk, let's say, about the recent games we've had released, and I can't speak about Nexus, haven't played it, but since 2020, we've had one epic scale game with very large expansions that's told an extended story that requires an investment of a lot of time. And then we've had a really tiny, contained game. And that contained game has told a story that we kind of already knew some of the plot points of, because we knew the character. And I always think positive. I'm really looking forward to whatever comes next. I assume it's Red, but we don't know. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what will the story be. It kind of can be a blank piece of paper. The modern day has come to a certain point where anything's possible.
Yeah.
Or there might not be any. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I actually can't, what Sebastian said a few minutes ago is the same as me. I play more games and I explore more stories through gaming than I watch television or film or anything else. And there are some amazing stories out there being told through games. Spoken a lot about this recently with others as well. I'm happy for an Assassin's Creed game to repeatedly take the Mirage approach, where actually the narrative is quite short. It's quite simple. There's still layers of complexity there if you look closely. I don't need an epic scale Egyptian story, Greek story, Viking story. I really enjoyed Origins. You guys know I'm a big Odyssey fanboy. I'm sorry. But I don't need that, because you don't need to spend 100 hours to tell a good story and keep the player engaged. I am excited about Red. I'm looking forward to it because, hey, it's Japan.
Same.
And I think we don't know how much Valhalla's development was impacted by things like COVID, but when I look at Odyssey, I see a very polished product that delivered something, and I didn't get that with Valhalla. So I have positive feelings about Red. I hope it has the same level of polish and slick gameplay. We certainly saw that with Mirage. Mirage delivered that really, really well. It didn't try to do anything exciting, but it delivered everything really, really well.
I must say...
go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was kind of reaching the end, mate. This is a perfect time for you to step in.
that both Mirage and Nexus are kind of resparkled that bit of interest that I had left in passion and expectations. I don't know if this is gonna be like the beginning of a new phase, or if it's like just some crumbs that they're giving to us before abandoning us forever. But I do am like I'm a little bit on. I feel like I want to be positive, and I want to be like this is gonna be the renaissance of AC in a way.
I hope so.
So
I do hope so. We'll see. Like, having a look at the cut ending for Mirage, I had a lot of thought about what Infinity could have been. It could have been,
the cat
what-
ending.
Sorry.
Did you not see the? Have you not seen that video? There is a hidden. Well, you explain, Marco.
Oh,
there's
the
a hidden
cut
video.
ending.
The cut-
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I understood something else.
Not cats.
Yeah.
We're not talking
No,
about cats.
not
Yeah.
cast ending. No, sorry about that. I had a lot of thought about what Infinity could be. Could be, a new blank slate, and then maybe they could have, new plans. But again, it's
Yeah,
like
it
you
was
said.
cut.
But it was cut, which also means that maybe the plans have been changed, have changed. Maybe there weren't as many plans, or maybe there were. And like you said, it's very tough to see if they can really have 5 or 10 years long plans in terms of story, and I don't see that happening. And thus it's the same for me. Like I do look a little bit more for the story in games than I think than you guys maybe, but I'm also really into gameplay, and so circling back to my question earlier, again, when I consume transmedia, I also look forward to the story, because there's no gameplay element in there. So it is getting more and more complicated. I wanted to celebrate transmedia today as well as we did last year, but yeah, I'm a gamer first as well. So yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Marco, before you wrap this up? Very quick
Yeah.
question. This is something that Sharifo was asked in the chat. So you did a video a few months ago showing that hidden ending in
Yes.
Mirage. Now, I watched that video, and my first thought was, I don't want the franchise to jump forward 100 years to the future. I really don't like it. Just doesn't work in my brain. What do you think? What's your personal opinion, Marco?
Well, the thing is, yeah, I also don't. I'm not a big fan of seeing it going into the future. Because
You're a fan of modern day. Future is not modern
exactly.
day.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the future, it could be like at the start of Assassin's Creed, the modern day was actually a future, but it was a short-term future. Like we played the game in 2007, and the modern day was taking place in 2012. But it wasn't 100 years or 80 years in the future. So it is a different feeling for sure, and I'm not quite sold on the idea of leaving everything that has been built in the modern day behind. And maybe it's not going to be the case. Like if the story is set in the future, that means that you can go in the Animus and play the stories of the modern day, of today's modern day, as an Animus story. But still, it's kind of tough to be sold. Like I would like to be playing in the modern day and see things happening, not as things that happened in the past. But anyway, wrap. I had a message by Sari. Wrap up. So, I mean, she's right.
Oh, I've just realised the time, and especially in Central European time, it is very late. Yes, let's wrap up.
So, let's wrap up the giveaway first, and then we can get to best content. So, I'm gonna ask I think that if Sari and the mods are asking me to wrap up, I think that they have the winners, and we can draw the winners through Nightbot and see who are the 2 winners of the deluxe edition of Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm talking about codes again. I'm gonna mention that. We're so close to the 3-hour mark, but we focus on the awards way more than that other, minor show. So River Deno has won the giveaway. Congratulations!
Congrats.
Congratulations for winning one of the 2 codes for the Assassin's Creed Mirage Deluxe Edition of the game. And congratulations. And who is the other winner? You have won let's see. A lot of people in the chat saying congrats. And Animus Drifter has won the giveaway. Is Animus Drifter a winner?
Congratulations.
No.
Animus Drifter.
Congratulations, Animus Drifter, for winning a code for Assassin's Creed Mirage, the deluxe edition of the game. So once again, congratulations to all the winners on our giveaways. And after wrapping up the giveaways, let's also wrap up and see who or which is the best content. Assassin's Creed content.
I forgot.
Sorry?
I forgot about that.
Proper host. Content. Best content overall of Assassin's Creed in 2023. The winner is... I wonder who that is. It is Assassin's Creed Mirage with 59% of the votes.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker. It is more of a shocker that the statue got 18% of the votes in the chat. I didn't expect that. Look at Six Keys being all surprised in the chat. Well deserved for Mirage, I guess. So the best content of 2023 for you guys is Assassin's Creed Mirage. And the second best content is the RAP statue. I loved it, honestly. It's very expensive, but amazing. So,
That's beautiful.
On that note...
River...
Sorry, what?
Second.
No.
River has not responded.
River has not responded.
So, should we roll
Are we
one
drawing
again?
another winner?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
So let's draw another winner for the giveaway.
Yep.
Of the 2 deluxe editions of Assassin's Creed Mirage. So here...
Surprise.
So?
Surprise.
Surprise. And shocker.
Surprise.
So Dusk Morgan 101
Morgan.
has won the giveaway. Congratulations once again.
Yay!
So Dusk Morgan, please contact us and Animus Drifter as well in the email that we are supposed to write again in the chat, just in case. Please write to us in the email that Sari is going to write down right now in the chat. And
Let's hope Dusk Morgan is here.
and while waiting to
replies in
see
chat.
if Dusk Morgan is actually in the chat, I'm going to start and thank you guys for joining us in this huge, long show about the celebrations of Assassin's Creed in 2023. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show and the categories and the shockers, some of the shockers that we had today. And I wanted to also thank you guys, James and Sebastian, for taking your time to be the amazing hosts that we had today. Thank you guys so much.
Welcome. Thank
My
you for having
pleasure.
us.
And
It was real fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially I wanted to
And-
thank Sari again.
Of course.
for
Sari off camera,
off
hiding in
camera,
plain sight.
holding everything together. We had a new winner.
I think our second Dusk Morgan is not.
Okay, so
Online
so
anymore.
it's George NYC.
Is George still here?
George, are you here? Please.
Put something in the chat, George. Otherwise, we'll end up doing this another time.
Yeah.
So otherwise, if we can't redraw, emailing right now. Okay,
Of
Animus
course, that's
Drifter
Animus
is emailing.
Drifter. Great. Okay.
Ian Watt has been
Nightbot's just going to
withdrawn.
keep choosing winners now. He's not stopping.
Nightbot. Okay.
I think they're not answering. So.
Yeah,
Ian
George
Watts,
is not
Are you
answering.
online?
So
Only
Ian.
Freak is taking care of it. Just don't worry.
Okay, so Ikrik is taking care of this. So once again, thank you guys. Thank you all for joining us tonight in this huge show that we organized. It was so fun to have a look at all the winners of the categories. Enjoy the remainder of the day and especially of the year, because we were trying to have the show as a celebration of the year and a way to look forward to the next year. So I wanted to also wish you a happy new year, because I don't think we're gonna have anything more on the channel up until the next year. So enjoy the Dasha wanted to come and say hi.
Dasha, come.
So
Or maybe she disagrees that there is not going to be any more content
there's
before the end of the
can
year.
we have some? Can I?
Where is Dasha Cam? Come on.
There we go.
Oh,
Ciao, sorella.
beautiful. Beautiful.
So we had a little bit of Dasha Cam today.
Yeah.
So Doggo Cam, we did have that. Didn't expect to have that today, but okay. Okay, once again, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the remainder of the day and of the year. And I'll see you in our next video and stream. Bye
See you
bye.
soon.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.